for those who feel like they aren't enough.
This is for those who feel like they don't matter.
This is for those who feel like they'll never make it.
This is for those who have felt the pain of not fitting in, belonging, or feeling worthy.
This is for those who have felt pain, every single one of you.
This is for those who have lost faith in humanity.
Don't give up. Don't give in.
I've been told that my existence is an act of protest. Tens of trillions of organisms lining up on streets, little signs waving in the air as they corral to make my limbs move. My lungs expand. My heart beat. There is no rest.
Name words that explain you. Remember to name exactly what I see.
My thoughts usually stay in my mind, and it is to avoid deaf ears. Through the years and the tears, it's still a hard pill to swallow that the system don't gotta give a shit about you.
Nor make you sound beautifully unique, but to make you more comfortable to like for me.
In my body of protest, where every single piece of fabric draped on my body is the wrong one.
I have made my own perception of you. I am not open to being wrong.
When it defies someone's opinion on my presentation, is it the skirt that makes you uncomfortable, or is it my existence, my persistence, my resistance?
I don't want to be rude, but it seems like you have an attitude. We can add aggressive. I'm sure that's more like you.
I'll get popped for putting on a fit to step out. I mean, it's like, dang. People can't even enjoy life no more. It's like just breathing, you have one foot in death's door.
My existence is not a weapon of a war. If it does not meet your expectations, that does not mean it is for you to use to justify your narrative of socially constructed mannerisms. Do not give me your criticism.
It looks to me like you're 100% black. We could add hard working. I'm sure that's a fact.
Well, what's the next sketch of me? I mean, I have the potential to be great, but there's also a potential for me to get shot. Potential. As easy as an artist grabbing his stencil, as easy as the cop grabbing his pistol, bam! An image is painted, blood stained the canvas, the pavement, a sea of blood, the paint is forever flowing. And that's why I cannot take granted the morning. Many that have looked like me have become a masterpiece. Tragedy's freak turned into ecstasy for society. A paint of blood, the sea is forever flowing. And that's why I really can't take granted the morning.
If gender is culturally constructed, I can construct my skin into any form I please. I can weave it into tapestries. And if you say, well, traditionally, I say, learn your history.
Whatever I see is what I want you to say. No hard feelings. That's just how interviews are today.
Well, mercy on my soul, baby. I need you, baby. Coming back home, baby. Mercy on my soul, baby. I need you, baby. Coming back home, baby. Mercy, mercy, baby.
Seven chimes split the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I just held you. Dream.
Constantly moving, many times I neglect me. I am told mind, body, soul, that is the key. But for me, is it really? More like move and then keep moving. That's maturity. And still in the back of my mind, it rings. Time doesn't stop. Time doesn't stop. My anxiety tells me tomorrow ain't never promised. Rest and power to George, Brianna, and Trayvon Martin. To be honest, I've been pissed off. I've been trained since kindergarten to be quiet and to conform. Shh, crisscross, crisscross. It sucks, but ironically, I kind of miss those times. I felt freer, away from the social constructs of race, sex, gender, the whole idea. Life is really a lot, and it's exhausting, and I really just want to take a nap. Count sheep and hunt it back, run it back. Those were simpler times.
Let's dream of freedom together.
Together? True freedom? Will that dream ever become a reality?
Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery.
These eerie suspicions went rampant in my imagination.
The reality of police brutality is heartbreaking.
If I end up in police custody, I did not commit suicide.
Well, either way, it was your fault. Why?
DWB. Driving while black.
So if I'm proud of who I am and where I'm from, does that make me too black?
If I call out a white person's implicit bias, does that make me a radical?
Is it my fault for others' insecurities?
When you're driving home through a snowstorm and you're on the phone with your dad until you make it home safe, and he, out of the blue, says, I think there's racism on both sides. You have to take a second because 1, where the heck did that come from? 2, both sides of what? And 3, you're wrong. And because it's your dad, and because you've had a very long day, you don't hold anything back. For time's sake, it goes something kind of like this. And I hate to be this person, but the definition of racism, according to Merriam-Webster, is the systemic oppression of a racial group to the social, economic, and political advantage of another. We are built on and thrive on racism. Racist policies are written into the law, and it's seen as okay because it's the law. White people are oppressed? How? Oh, because a black person called you white one time? Oh, sorry, 2 times. We're uncomfortable because we're not usually identified by our race. We are identified by our hair color, our hairstyle, our clothing style, our height, our eye color, our everything else. We are treated as individuals. Minorities are treated as representations of their whole race. Black people are 30% more likely to be pulled over, 4 times more likely to die from childbirth. Look at any news story.
White person commits a crime, they use baby pictures, college pictures, high school pictures. Black person commits a crime, they use a mugshot.
The opioid problem is a health issue, but the crack problem is a crime issue. These are a few of the many examples you list to your father because there is not racism on both sides. Racism comes from a position of power, and white people have always held that power. Your dad says, yeah, well, did you hear Joe Biden might not cancel student loan debt? And you wonder if anything you said got through to him.
Through the crashing of waves, there is only certainty in silence. For I am not the fish.
But the caged bird sings, black and feathered, wicked in my heart, deepest desire.
I will never be free of my cursed wings, for I will shake the cage. Shout! Shout!
Shout!
Shout!
Shout!
With anger that resembles not the hurricane, but fires that burn my soul to be free of the cold-soaked feathers.
I will pluck them until I am raw and pink, for only then will I be free.
But it doesn't matter.
who I am
and who I strive to be
Will continue.
will continue to
continue to curse me.
Yeah, it was like so good though.
Oh, so good.
Make that slap. Like those fries.
I love fries so much.
Yeah.
I love fries too.
And I'm full. I'm full. Good.
Thanks for giving us a ride home.
No worries, dude.
Bias.
Hey, did you guys see that waiter? What was up with him?
I know, right? He was on some next level shit. Like, I know I'm beautiful. Thank you.
Seriously. And I didn't even know you could wear a do-rag to work.
I mean, I guess. I don't know why he felt like he just needed to keep going though.
Yeah, he has some really creepy looks too.
I could tell when we walked in. That guy was no good.
Mm-mm.
It's over there.
All right, cool. Stay safe out there.
See ya.
Okay, guys. Okay. Is it just me? Or is Elijah super adorable?
Girl, he gay.
No, I can still think he's very handsome.
Prejudice.
Yeah, you only think that because you have a reputation for loving guys with a kind of faggy side.
Excuse me?
Damn, Kylie, why'd you gotta do it like that?
Hey, I'm not judging. If you like feminine guys, that's between you and whoever's giving it to you.
You guys suck.
No, you suck. That's the point.
Right. It's around the corner.
Around this corner?
Yeah.
Discrimination.
I'm not really comfortable in that area. Do you mind if I drop you off over here?
What happened?
It's just not a great area.
What does not a great area mean?
Okay, I'm not trying to start a thing, so don't try to act like the queen of the projects. If you really want, I can drive you up to your house. Just don't expect me to park and meet the whole family.
No, this is fine. I'll see you later, India.
You. So,
Jesus, lock your door!
girl, that's Michael. He in English with me.
He's not getting in my car. He can stay just where he is. Oh, screw this.
Oh my God, why did you do that?
I'm sorry if I don't want to let people I don't know into my space.
Girl, I told you I knew him.
I don't know who you know.
Okay.
Fine, hang on. I have to find somewhere safe.
Violence.
What the hell? Hey, asshole! I don't know how they do things in the ghetto, but in civilized society, we have these things called turn signals! Hey, you wanna go? Try me! I have the cops on speed dial and it does not look good for you.
Pull over now.
Fine, get the hell out. It's like, I can't even say anything anymore. Like I'm having a bad day. Sometimes I do need to let out my frustrations. And it's fine when a black person has road rage, but when I have road rage, I'm a bigot. Is it so racist to want people to do better? I mean, everyone's always complaining about how white people make everything worse. Why don't they all just leave? I mean, if we're separate, then people can stop complaining about how I'm hurting their feelings. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I'm not racist.
One bullet to his head, one to his chest, or they don't stop there. Aim for his legs. Tick, tack, toe. The man strikes major success, immobilizing a race of people through fear and death in an ultimate attempt to keep the black man in check. So I can empathize with my fellow black people when they say, forget the police. They don't deserve respect because you see, at the end of the day, respect is earned, respect is not given. But that's clearly not common sense or common courtesy in the world that we live in. For example, these police officers, yeah, they go to trial, and they get all this attention, but it's all for show, for media, because many get acquitted. So now you have that murderer or that police officer returning to day-to-day living, while there's a family enraged and in agony, knowing that their beloved will never return to the world that we live in. So it makes me think, is all of this just, all of the riots, is it a manifestation of the pain that they are feeling? For some, this pain is generational. It's stuck in a sick cycle. It's inescapable. Oh yeah, and let us address the notion of black trauma porn. Black trauma in America is sensational. So here I am, about to end it off. But black people, let us address our part. No matter gay, straight, trans, queer, we all feel the same rage in our hearts. So I want to ask you, what is it that sets us apart? Remember, you said Black Lives Matter. So I shouldn't have to follow it up with which ones, because saying a statement kind of implies all or none. So black people, let us continue in this fight to stand strong as a community in our entirety. Let us stand together as one. I mean, we are a beautiful people, and I mean, white America constantly takes aspects of our culture and exploits it. They understand, they see our potential. It's time that we, as black people, we step into it full momentum.
All over this earth, dark people who have been oppressed and exploited by those who are not their own kind, strangers, are coming together to get the oppressor off their back. You and I learn a lesson from that. We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights. So the only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is come together against the common enemy.
A suburban silence fills the air of middle-class people where they seem to not care. Voting red, disguised in the lies of the blue, showing their true colors more than animals in the zoo. Domesticating, relating with the pandemic, aggressively making a scene about anti-mask and vaccines. Ooh, wait, let's not forget about Black Lives Matter. The Back the Blue races are raising hell, while the bare minimum people fight back, and averagely, well, now the low-live blue branch is beginning to scatter. But many petitions, black squares, and infographics later, black lives are still not seen. Sorry, black men Lives Matter movement are still catered, but while black women and black queer people are still diminished and fractured like a broken phone screen. They will never matter. Only the 1% wealthy rich whites are constantly in the spotlight.
Yet the most disrespected black women are the backbones of this country that we're supposed to call our own. This country thrives on minority lives who are just trying to survive. But dear oppressors, remember, you only reap what you sow.
Someone once asked me, what does it mean to be a black woman? I said, to be a black woman, to have as sweet as a touch as a lamb, but a roar of a lion that can make you shake and fall to your knees. To be a black woman, you must start at the back of the race and still win. You must suffer through pain and heartbreak and wear it with a smile. You must suffer and cut through obstacles where others have also clear path and still have style. Is it hard being a black woman? I say, hell yeah. I say it's hard walking into a room and the first thing someone notices is that you're black and a woman. I say it's hard proving yourself time and time again to people who could never live up to your knowledge. It's hard looking in the mirror telling yourself constantly you a bad one when everyone else says you are too dark to be beautiful. Yes, it's hard trying to find a strong black man who knows your worth. But we wear our challenges like we wear our heels with a click and a switch at the end. To be a black woman, you have to learn how to let go. But we have been letting go for over 300 years. We had let our babies be adopted by the bloody waters of the transatlantic slave trade. We had let ourselves, daughters, sisters be raped on a plantation, beaten by miserable men, and told that we are ugly and disgraceful by America. To be a black woman, you must use your suffrage as your strength, your mind as your beauty, your hips as your guide, your eyes as your fire, and your words as your sword. It is the brown rose of my natural cheeks and the pop of my foundation that make we as black women magical by creation with no misrepresentation that these natural curls was and still a global sensation. From the tap of my nails to the bend of my expensive weave, black women are beautiful and thus God has made us to be seen. We have hustled, have thrived, have worked for the ground on which we will stand. So give it up and clap for your black woman. Now you know what it is to love, to hurt, to suffer, to stand. Now you know what it is to be a black woman.
Have you ever noticed that every time in history when we have been knocked down, we eventually get back up? Our resilience, we persevere every time.
Yes, I am tired of watching the news to see another black person killed unjustly. The GOP party devising ways to destroy every opportunity for people of color to succeed while cutting down their own people. Yes, I am tired. So tired.
I remember that my ancestors endured slavery, sharecropping, the fear of lynching, endured brutality and torture.
And here I am to tell about it. Here I am because they endured. Here I am, I had the opportunities because they paved the way. So here I am thankful for them, thankful for my people. And here I am thankful to be here to make it better for the next generation.
And here I stand thankful to be an ally, continuing to consciously unlearn racist beliefs. Will use my privilege to give voice to the voiceless.
Continue to challenge others around me when they say problematic jokes or statements about people of color. We'll continue to support businesses of color.
The struggle is far from being over, but if we continue to use Dr. King's dream as a guidepost for our continual improvements, then one day it could truly be realized.
You see, a hero or heroine is a person who in the face of danger and adversity or a position of weakness displays courage, bravery, and self-sacrifice. When looking for a hero, look to those you know.
Our national leaders we all hold true. But what about the local heroes who brave the streets every day without the national press?
Nothing recorded in the history books, just the relief by them and those that where they live is better because they stood for justice.
People like you, and you, and you, building up our community is what you do. It inspires me to just do more than survive. We gotta get up, get out, and thrive. Our only goal cannot just be to stay alive.
looking for a hero? Look to your mother. Look to your father. And here I am able to tell about it.
Looking for a hero, look to yourself. Bold and brave, strong and untamed. Today's tomorrow, and tomorrow's today.
Here I stand because you endured. Here I stand because you paved the way.
Here I am, thankful for them, and I am thankful for you.
And thankful to be there to make it better for the next generation.
The struggle is not over, but knowing I can make a difference in someone else's life.
And being the good I want to see keeps me going.
As well as the humanity people see in me.
And knowing that my ancestors and peers are striving for something more, it inspires me to be more. So this is for those who feel like they aren't enough.
This is for those who feel like they don't matter.
This is for those who feel like they will never make it.
This is for those who felt the pain of not fitting in, belonging, or feeling worthy.
And this is for those who have felt pain. Every single one of you.
This is for those who have lost faith in humanity.
Don't
give up. Don't give in.
Give in.